chuppah gonna be? I don't know where we're supposed to go. Where's Rifki? Rifki, where's the chuppah gonna be? Huh? Oh, I'm holding it?
Yes. The chuppah's in here. Everyone has to be on the other side.
Alright.
Watch out, this
Can
wire.
you hold the chuppah?
Yeah, I can hold it.
Four guys hold the chuppah. But you guys can stand on that side. Yeah, you can hold the chuppah. Four guys.
Yeah, I love being here.
And you just make sure this is what's clean. Throw your chuppah's right here. Throw it out. You want to hold it?
Yeah.
Every time you touch it. Trevor.
family and friends, welcome to the chuppah of Tamar Hadassah and Yaakov Ephraim, otherwise known as Tamar and Yaakov, our chassan and kala, our bride and groom. Mazel tov, parents, grandparents, family, all those that are here physically, you, and to all those that are here virtually via live stream, we would like to take this opportunity to thank the creators of YouTube, the creators of the internet, and most of all, we want to give thanks to Hashem for giving us this wonderful opportunity to be standing here tonight celebrating the marriage of Tamar and Yaakov. My name is Rabbi Chaim Lipsker, and along with my beautiful wife, Rivki, and our 5 amazing children, we run the Chabad at UCF. It is our greatest joy and pleasure to be here today to celebrate the wedding of Yaakov and Tamar. I'll be officiating tonight's wedding and guide you as a step-by-step throughout the chuppah ceremony. Let's just begin with an obligatory announcement. If you have a cell phone, please turn the volume down, unless, of course, your ringtone happens to be "Here Comes the Bride," and then you can have a friend call in exactly 5 minutes. The chuppah is truly a magical place. Throughout the ages, it was under the chuppah canopy that the Jewish home was formed. Yaakov and Tamar will be standing under this very chuppah, and they will draw forth all the blessings they will need to build a beautiful Jewish home and a meaningful life together. We're going to start the procession and bring the bride and groom. Leave it. Jewish tradition teaches that the husband and wife share one soul, which is parted at birth into two. The bride circles the groom 7 times, creating a spiritual fortress. This begins rejoining of their collective soul into one whole again. Jewish tradition teaches that it is the woman who creates the atmosphere and character of the home. The circles are the walls of the home. The 7 times represent the 7 days of the week. She will bring harmony and peace for every Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, culminating with the holy day of Shabbat. The groom stands at the center, praying and connecting with our 7 patriarchs and matriarchs, Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah, gaining the strength to build a beautiful Jewish home that they would be so proud of.
You start. No problem.
We will now sing Baruch Haba, welcoming God Himself to bless the bride and groom. We are taught that the souls of 7 generations, going back, grandparents, great-grandparents, join in and attend the marriage of their children and grandchildren and bless the bride and groom. Baruch haba mi adir alakol mi baruch alakol mi dagol ala kol. O yevarech, o yevarech, o yevarech, o yevarech, o yevarech. Es hechosor v'es hakala. The Lubavitcher Rebbe would customarily respond to every wedding invitation with a letter of blessing to the chassan and kala. Divrei tzadikim kayamim la'ad. As our bride and groom met and spent much time at Chabad, we are sure that the Rebbe is sending his blessings to the chassan and kala. We will now call upon Rabbi Leivik Dubov, Shliach of the Rebbe, to downtown Orlando, and also runs Chabad YJP or CYP, depending on which iteration you're talking about. Young professionals, to read the Rebbe's letter in Hebrew and translate it into English.
Baruch Hashem, Brooklyn, New York, Shalom Avracha. B'mayna l'ayda b'mekaviyas zman chasunasam. Hineni b'zeh le'aviyah b'chasi b'chas mazel tov shetiya b'shaltev v'matzachas. Yivne b'ayis Yisrael b'nyan li'ad al yisoidei ha'torah v'ha'mitzvah. Shefi shehem morim b'mar sheb'torah zuhi teres ha'chasidus b'chas mazel tov, whatever signature. By the grace of God, Brooklyn, New York, greetings and blessings. In response to your notification that your wedding date has been set, I wish to convey my blessings of Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov. May the wedding take place in a good and auspicious time, and may you build a Jewish home, an everlasting edifice on the foundations of Torah and mitzvahs, as they are illuminated by the luminary within Torah, namely the teachings of Chassidus, with the blessings of Mazel Tov, and the Rebbe's Hashem.
At this moment, I would like to share a few personal thoughts and blessings with the Chatan and Kala, with the bride and groom. You're all welcome to eavesdrop. Dear Tamar and Yaakov, Mazel Tov on your wedding. What a special and exciting moment. Standing here under your chuppah, you have the power to reach the gates of heaven and pray and draw down all the blessings that your heart desires. When I think about you, one word comes to mind: journey. Tamar and Yaakov, your souls were kindled on your journey here through Orlando, and specifically at UCF. For us Jews, to be on a journey is nothing new. On the contrary, we descended down to Egypt as a family, and it was on our journey out of Egypt where the Jewish people became a nation. Just like Joseph, who journeyed far from home to Egypt, in a land void of spirituality, Tamar and Yaakov journeyed to college in Orlando, a place filled with all types of pitfalls, challenges, and immorality. And just like Joseph, who transformed his surroundings in Egypt to a spiritual haven, you transformed your lives and surroundings into holiness. The most famous parental blessing with which parents bless their children till this very day was originally given by Jacob specifically to the children of Joseph, who were born and raised in Egypt, a land with values and morals very different than his own. May God bless you to be like Ephraim and Menashe. How special and precious it is that you, my dear bride and groom, rekindled your connection to Judaism in circumstances similar to Ephraim and Menashe. How beautiful it is to see the blessings of Jacob come alive in today's day and age. When Jacob blessed his grandchildren, he declared that this blessing would be a paradigm for all future generations. When Jacob saw the grandchildren who would be raised in Egypt under the influence of Egyptian culture, he foresaw a time where the Jewish people would be under the influence of foreign cultures and would have to stand up as proud Jews in faraway lands. Tamar and Yaakov, you are continuing to carry the torch of Jacob's blessing passed down from generation to generation. This reminds me of a story of a bride and groom in Israel, grandchildren of Holocaust survivors. On their wedding day, the mother of the bride turns to her and says, "Rachel, I have a very precious and cherished gift that I would like to give you and your groom. I have a tallis of my father that made it through the war." Rachel turns to her mother and says, "Mom, David and I don't really care for these old practices and tradition. What need would we have for a tallis?" Fast forward 25 years. Rachel is now marrying off her own daughter, Rebecca. On her wedding day, Rachel turns to her daughter and says, "I have a beautiful gift I would like to give to you. I would like to give you our very own exquisite set of fine china." Rebecca turns to her mother and says, "Mom, Moshe and I plan on having a traditional Jewish and kosher home. What use would we have for this unkosher set of china?" At that moment, her memory was triggered to the conversation she had with her mother 25 years ago about the tallis of her grandfather. She turned to her daughter and she said, "Rebecca, today I learned the power of the ever-connected Jewish soul. 25 years ago, I didn't understand the value of my grandfather's tallis. Today, seeing you and your groom's commitment to Judaism and a kosher home, I see that the tallis of your grandfather is definitely being passed to the next generation." Yaakov and Tamar, standing on the shoulders of giants that come before you. In each of your homes, there is a tallis your parents and grandparents cherished so deeply, going back generations, waiting for two beautiful souls to commit to build a Jewish home together. May all your prayers be fulfilled, and may Hashem bless you to have the strength and the fortitude to build a binyan adiyad, an everlasting Jewish home amongst the Jewish people. We begin with the blessings of Erusin, thanking Hashem for the specialness and exclusivity between husband and wife, and of the special holiness which he has endowed on a Jewish marriage. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam boirei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher gishanu mitzvosav v'tzivanu al ha'arayos v'asar lanu es ha'arusos v'hitir lanu es nesuos lanu ayidei chuppah v'kiddushin. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh amo Yisrael ayidei chuppah v'kiddushin. In Judaism, gold symbolizes warmth and love. The groom places an unadorned golden ring on the bride's finger. The chassan will proclaim, "Behold, you are consecrated to me in accordance with the laws of Moses and Israel." The ring represents another link in the golden chain of Jewish heritage and tradition. We'd like to call upon the witnesses, Rabbi Amram Hafer, Shliach of the Rebbe, and Youth Director here at Chabad of Greater Orlando, and Binyamin Akiva Grega, friend of the Chassan and Kala.
Yes. Yes, this one belongs
Hooray, at Mekudeshes, Li, B'Tabas, Zo, Kedas, Moshe, V'Yisrael.
The bride and groom are standing under their chuppah, a canopy that is open on all sides, just like the tent of our father Abraham and mother Sarah was open on all sides. Likewise, it is our hope and prayer that our bride and groom will establish a home and develop a love in which there are no walls, no emotional barriers between both of you and between parents and children. Open on all sides. Open on all four sides represents that there are different kinds of chesed, generosity, with our time, with our compliments, and with our affection. The message to Tamar and Yaakov is that we need to be generous even when it's a kind of chesed that doesn't come as natural to us, and then we will have a home that is a blessing to all of its inhabitants and to the world, just like Abraham and Sarah's tent. We will now read the Kesubah. The Kesubah means that which is written. It is a marriage contract. The Kesubah dates back some 2,000 years and is customarily read under the chuppah in its original Aramaic. In the Kesubah, Yaakov accepts upon himself to always cherish and honor and support his beloved Tamar. This is, of course, includes his commitment to provide Tamar with a monthly vacation to the Florida Keys. What does I see? A Tesla, and wow, super generous, an unlimited charge card to Neiman Marcus. But in all seriousness, the Kesubah was historically intended to secure a bride's legal rights within the marriage and to provide for the meeting of financial obligations associated with therewith. It is the underlying message that the groom proclaims to the bride, "I want to share with you, my dear bride, everything I have, all of the time." After it is read out loud, Yaakov will hand it to Tamar. Be'ezus Hashem Yisbarech. B'chamishi b'Shabbos, b'tisha yamim l'chodesh Teves, shnas chamesh salafim b'shvamois, v'shmoinim v'achas l'briyas ha'olam, l'minyan ashanu manim kan, Mata, Maitland, Florida, Ech Reb Yaakov Ephraim, Reb Yehuda Shalom Alevi, Amar Lahadog Yurta, Tamar Hadasa Bas Avraham Avinu, Havali Li'intu Kedas Moshe v'Yisrael, V'ana Eflach v'Oiker v'Ezen v'Efarnes Yisichi Lichi, Kihilchis Govern Yehudayin, Defalchin U'Moikrin, V'zanin v'Efarnesin L'Shem B'Kuchto, V'Yavina Lachi Kesef Ksubasayich, Ksubasayich, Zuzei Ma'ad, D'Chazal Lachi Mit Rabbanan, U'Mizenaychi, Saichi, Saichi, the male of a Saichi, Eirach Al-Ara, with Tzvias Maras Tamar, Adasa, Yurtada, Bahavas into Vadan, Nadunya, Ganhalas Lay, Bain, Bekesef, Bain Bizarre, Bain Tachshit, Bemani de Lavusha, Bishimusha de Dira, Bishimush de Arsa, Kol Kiva Love, Rabbi Yaakov Ephraim, Alevi Chasandanan, the Chamishim Skukim Kesef Tzaro, the Tzabi Rabbi Yaakov Ephraim, Alevi Chasandanan, Vahaisiv Lay, Min delay, Lami delay, Oit Chamishim Skukim Kesef Tzaro, Vachenim, Kinegdon, Sachakel, Meaz Skukim Kesef Tzaro, Vekach Omar Rabbi Yaakov Ephraim, Alevi Chasandanan, Achrayish, Dark Suktada, Nadunya Dan, V'tiseftada, Kabbalis Alai, V'yarsi, V'asroi, L'isparim Mikol Shvar, Ereg, Nechasim, V'nechasin, V'kinyanin, the East Lit Chayz Kol Shmaya, the Kanai, the Glasan El Mikne, Nechasin, the East Line Achrayis, the West Line Achrayis, Kula Yahin Achrayin, V'arvayin, Ephraim Yahin, Stark Suktada, Nadunya Dan, V'tiseftada, Minoi, V'afilu Minglima Dal Ksefai, V'chayai, U'basar Chayai, Minyoyma Dinan L'Alam, V'chrayis, V'chaymer, Stark Suktada, Nadunya Dan, V'teseftada, Kibla Love, Rabbi Yaakov Ephraim, Alevi, Chasandanan, K'chaymer Kosh, Shitrei, Subais, V'teseftit, Nahagim Ebreis Yisrael, Ha'asuyin, K'tikun, Chachameinu Zal, the Loka Asmachta, the Loka Tefsed Ishtora, V'kanina, Min Rabbi Yaakov Ephraim, Rabbi Yehuda Shalom, Halevi, Chasandanan, L'maras Tamar Adasa, Bas Avram Avinu G'yurtada, G'chol Ma, the Kosuf, U'mefurash L'il, the Man the Kosh L'miknebei, Ha'kail, Sharir V'kayim, Ne'um, Amram Manoyach, Ben David Chaim 8, Neum Binyamin Akiva, Ben Avraham Avinu 8. We consecrate the marriage with 7 blessings. The first is a blessing on wine, upon which we make a blessing on at every significant occasion. The second praises God who created everything for His glory, and there's an invitation to the assemblage to join in the simcha. For the first and second blessing, we're going to call upon Amram to say the first and Amram Haffer to say the first and second blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam barik v'yagafel.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvayso b'tzivan al. Baruch atah Adonai melech haolam shehakol bar l'chvodo.
Amen. The third blessing is Yoitzer Ha'adam. We'll call upon a friend of the Chassan and Kala, Trevor Yosef Yitzchak, to say the third blessing. Amen. Call upon Jonah, Yain Tzvi, to say the next blessing, the fourth blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yatzar haaretz b'tzalmo Adam b'tzalmo b'tzelem demus tavniso v'yiskin lo mimenu v'yad ad yad Baruch atah Adonai yotzer Adam.
Amen. We'll call upon Yaakov, Jake, Suster to say the fifth blessing.
ותגל ההכרה בקיבוץ בניך לתוכה בשמחה ברוך אתה אדוני משמח ציון בבניך.
Amen. שמח תשמח רעים אהובים כי שמח יצירך בגן עדן מקדם ברוך אתה אדוני משמח חסון וחלום. The seventh blessing will call upon Shliach of the Rebbe, Rebbe Levi Tubov, to say the final blessing. Koil sasain vekoil simcha, koil chasan vekoil kala.
Koil sasain vekoil simcha, koil chasan vekoil kala. Koil mitzalei chasanim mechupasam, uniyadim mishtedegin asam barek.
I wanted to give you an explanation of each. I want to give you a blessing or the service. Explanation of each blessing, but I got caught up, so I'll just give you a short to the seven blessings. Just said the third blessing was thanks God for creating man. The fourth blessing was thanking God who created man in his own image. In that way, man and women together can build an everlasting home. The fifth blessing states to rejoice, O barren one, as your children gather happily into you, referring to the holy city of Yerushalayim, which awaits the return of her children from exile. And the sixth blessing is to grant abundant joy to these loving friends as you gladdened our creations in the Garden of Eden. Blessed are you, the God who gladdens the groom and bride. And the last blessing is, blessed are you, Lord, who created joy and happiness, groom and bride, gladness, jubilation, love, friendship, harmony, and fellowship. May we speedily hear in the cities of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem the sound of joy, the sound of happiness, the sound of grooms, and the sounds of brides. The final order of business, as we say, Im eshkachech Yerushalayim tishkach yemini. If I forget, O thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand be forgotten. It is a reminder that no joy in the Jewish life is ever complete while the Jewish people and the entire world still suffers in this exile. As a symbol of this, Yaakov will break the glass with his foot. this is going to be the last time he's putting his foot down. When you want to capture this on camera?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In all seriousness, when the glass is broken, we shout Mazel Tov. But why do we shout Mazel Tov? Rather strange. Something's breaking, you scream Mazel Tov. What about Yaakov breaking a glass prompts the outcry of good luck? Perhaps it's that we're telling Tamar that right now Yaakov might appear to be well-groomed, no pun intended, and well-behaved. But in the years ahead, he may break a thing or two. He may do something to upset you. Likewise, we're telling Yaakov that at this moment, Tamar appears so regal and radiant, but during your lives together, she may break a thing or two. She may disappoint you. Tamar, you know what you should say when Yaakov breaks something? Shout Mazel Tov. Yaakov, you know what you should do when Tamar breaks something? You shout Mazel Tov. Thank God. Thank God for allowing me to have a relationship with a real human being. If you can laugh and rejoice together through the breakage of the little things, thereby making sure that you don't break the bigger things, then your lives will be filled with mazel and nachas, happiness and goodness. Yaakov and Tamar, may the joy and inspiration of these moments illuminate every single day and moment of the rest of your lives. Yaakov, the break. Mazel soon. Witnesses? Thank you, everyone. Wait, I will read all your comments later. No problem.
She ordered it.
What?
Yeah, I know. So smart.
What?
Hey. Oh, you're really good. Oh, look at this for a living. Okay.
What do you mean?
Hi everybody. Thank you
Hi.
for joining us.
You still streaming?
Leo, you don't have to walk away.
Okay.
Hi everybody. Thank you so much for joining us.
It was a lot of fun.
We hope you had a great time, and we're going to be going inside. So, Mazel Tov.
Mazel tov.
Mwah. Thank you
Thank you,
for
guys.
joining us. Love you all.
Come on, man. I got you.